Hello everyone, this is Shena from Kaiyuni Kreations. Guys, I know that it has been a while, but thank you for joining me. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I really do appreciate you signing up. And to those who have been riding with me all along, guys, thank you and welcome back. Now today we're going to do a short tutorial to create these beauties here. They are each made from 12 by 12 cardstock paper, one sheet of cardstock paper. Then of course you can embellish with the various different things. But I basically folded just the one sheet of cardstock. You can use double-sided cardstock, single-sided, it's up to you. It just takes a little bit more work if you use single-sided cardstock. So let's dive right in. These are 12 by 12 box journals. They can be used as standalone, or you can add them to a journal like I did previously in my winter journal. And I'll have the link down below if you want to see it. It's in the back of the journal. But they're basically folio. I don't want to quite say a folio, but they're box journals more or less. And there are several versions of these out there already from other crafters, and this is just my take on it. So I've got this one which I did in a vintage, looks kind of like newspaper, but it's not. But this is what it looks like on the outside, and this part here you actually glue down to your journal. Because that's how I did this one. Right? I'm going to open them in a second. And this one I absolutely love in honor of Black History Month. I just wanted to do something for that. So this one here you can use as a standalone because I didn't have the cord or the closure on the outside. I'm going to go through that in a second. And then I have this one here, more like the boho type pattern. And again, this one here you can glue down to your journal, the inside cover or the back cover. All right, so we're going to open them quickly. So I have this little closure here. It just goes around the brad. And this one isn't empty. I don't have any tags or anything in here. I just want you to see the structure. So this is a newsprint paper, and I'm going to link all the paper pads down below that I used. But inside it flips open. And I've got this notepad here, which you can refill. It's stuck down. All right, you have this here, so you fold this back, and then this opens this way. I've put a pocket in here for you to add your tags or little treasures. This one flips down again. There's another pocket here. Right, remember this is the cover that goes on the outside, well, the top part. And then this one here, it flips open. So I've got like a little booklet here. You can add, pockets and put your tags in there. And then this little beauty here opens up this way. And you can, add your stuff in there and tie it back. So I'm not going to put this together. And then I just have the little beads, to help out. Okay, and for this paper pad here, for this box journal, this is the paper pad I used, the Paper Studio, and it just has all these vintage looking prints that I absolutely love, but it's only single-sided. So that's what I used for this one. And then in the underlying is the white. So the 12 by 12 that I cut up was this white here. And it's actually a textured paper on one side. It looks like a kind of a linen texture. I don't know if you can see that. And these are like at Walmart for $5 or something. So I keep that handy. So those are the two that I used for this one. And then the next one we have is this one here, if you wanted to see the detail. So I've got the copper, and then I've got the brad in the same color. It's coffee dyed paper with stamped phenomenal on it. And of course I just love this piece of ephemera here. This stamp here, it looks like a stamp. It's from True Colors OHA. It's digital on Etsy. And then I've got my cut out copper butterfly here as well. a little bit of fabric behind there, and of course book sheet. So when I open this one here, we've got pockets in here, and there's another pocket above here, and then all of them have these little notepads in here. They look different in each one, and they're all refillable. So I've got this lovely rubber stamp here of this lady, and I believe this one is her. It's from Rubber Neck Stamps, in case you're interested. I'm not endorsing them. And of course another regular stamp here, and these are just like different sheets, coffee dyed and plain paper, and again they're refillable. You've got a little bit of sari silk here. All right, so these are the details of this one. Absolutely love this. Of course the closure, they're made from beads, and they go with the colors. So when I flip this open here, I have another pocket that I put here. You can do a little bit of journaling there. And then there's another pocket here, and I did make a tag for this area with a double pocket. And you know, you can journal at the back or at the front. So this is a pocket here, and then there's one here. So I'm going to stick this back in here, and of course, with as many things as you can get in there, you can put in there. And we've got another pocket here as well too. So this opens up. Absolutely beautiful. And again, this is from the same True Colors OHA, and it's the African Princess Digital. So I left this here open as a pocket. This is her drum, and this is the African Princess in here. So you can stick your treasures in there. And this is just the full detail of everything, and I hope you can see that. And then this flips open. I'm actually going to leave it open like that. So this is a booklet here, but I filled it in this time with coffee dyed paper, just so you can see. And you've got some washi tape on some of the sheets. Another one there. African print washi tape. And then this is the back, and of course you can put pockets and you can further embellish it. So I've got that here, and then we've got this side here. I've got a little details up here and the eyelets. And this, of course, is another beautiful stamp piece of ephemera here. I just backed it with the copper sheet. And this actually flips down again. And then you've got your two pockets in here, and I've created another tag in here, and this came from a kit, from a scrapbook kit. And this lovely lady here, again, it is from the Rubber Neck Stamps, in case you're interested. And that's what they look like. So these are all the African princesses. So this goes back together. All right, this flips in here, flips back that way. And then you have the closure. All right. And I tried it in a, ooh, I've got to put this one back in here. And then I tried it in a different color, Bohemian. I think this paper is called Boho. It's one of the older paper packs I picked up at Hobby Lobby. But it's just got a lovely pink and blues. And then the roses, I did a little bit of lace trim here. And then regular ribbon. And of course, you've got the beads on the closure. And basically the same mechanics. You flip it open. I did something a little different here with this pocket. It's actually open in the middle there, the square. But this is a pocket for in here. And of course, you've got your notepad. You are a sweetheart. I didn't fill this one in as yet, but you get the idea. You can add your own paper in there. Got another pocket down here. And again, it flips open. More pockets here. And this came from the cut aparts in there, Good Vibes Only. Then I've put a pocket up here. This is just the back end. And I actually glued this one down. And then this one opens up and you've got another pocket here. You can slide stuff in. Alright, and that closes. And I do believe I put a pocket out here too. Yep, I did. And then you've got the usual closures in here. Kind of a slip knot at the bottom of this one. But this one flips up this way. I just have a different style pocket in here. It goes in like that. Okay. So these are pretty much the three styles. Oh, this has to go the other way. And now we're going to try to do one today. So I'm going to keep one of these close by so we can look at it, probably this one here. And I'm going to use the same, actually for this one here, this is the paper pack that I use. It's Untamable by Die Cuts with a View. And they've got some beautiful patterns in here. So I pulled a couple from here. And we're going to just make this one again. So this one is not, I'm going to use these two. And most of the items that I'm going to need for this I've already, you know, set them aside so it'll go a little quicker. So I'm going to put that in the corner there for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this one again. So you're going to need your scoreboard. I hope you can follow along with me. And this is probably the part that will take the longest, but I'm actually going to go ahead and take the top here off. But it should be 12 by 12. So if you line it up here, you have the 12-inch mark here. I hope that is all in frame and you can see it. It's moving around on me. So we're going to take this off, and you can keep this. You might need it later. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I really want it to score 3 to 12 is 4 inches. I think I am going to do the 4 inches. Okay. So I do want it at 4 inches each. However, we need to leave space to fold it. So I'm going to come here at 3 7/8 and score that. And then I'm going to pass 4 and go to 4 1/8. So I've got that in there like that. Then 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to do 7 7/8. And I'm going to come on the other side of 8 and do 8 1/8. So I'll have this space in the middle here. And then we're going to turn it the other way. And I believe this is 3 inches. Yep. So I'm going to score directly at 3 inches across this way. But I also need that quarter. So I'm going to do 3 1/4. And score the second one. And what I'm doing here is actually creating this space at the bottom here, these two. I'm going to come to the top here and do the same 3 inches. So I'm going to score it at 9. So it's 3 inches in, 3 inches in from here. So I don't know if you can see, but you should be able to see the score marks here. So I'm going to fold along those before we cut them out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom. And again, we're going to find that score line and just gently press along it. And hopefully you can see that. I don't want to tear it. And then I'm going to gently do it like that. And then we're going to fold the second one, if you can see that. This is where it gets a bit tricky. I'm just going to find it. And it's fighting me. There we go. Just gently press it down so you get that second. fold mark. Okay, it's still intact. Gently press it in place. I'm not going to score it just yet. So you should have that 1/4 inch gap in the middle there. And then we're going to fold it this way. Find the fold again. So hopefully you can see that. And now we're going to find the second fold. And try not to rip it. So the thicker the paper is, you know, the likelihood that you might get a rip. It might tear. So I'm going to pull it this way slightly to get that fold. If there's an easier way to do this, somebody please let me know. So I think we've got the second one. So on this side here, we should have that. And then let's do the last side here. Well, the first one went easy. Let's get the second one. So you want to gently ever so gently. All right. Get the second one. So we should have this one here too. All right. See, it's coming together. So what I'm gonna do, since I've folded the bottom has a double fold. This is where we get our scissors. So we're gonna cut out the pieces in the middle there. So cut along the fold just up to the second score mark. Now you're gonna cut here up to the second score mark. Remember, you had a double score mark here. So if you turn it over here, you can see better what I'm doing. So I cut up to the second one, and I'm gonna snip that off. So if you got that gap there. Same thing on this side. Cut all the way up to the second score line. Alright, hopefully you can see that. So it's all the way, this is the first one, that's the second one. And then I'm going to just snip it off here. So the top now is where it gets a little tricky, because it's only going to be doing, so we're going to try to get the folds up here now. And they're not all the same length. So I'm trying for these up here now. So if you got the bottom, so this is probably actually more like 1.5 inches. Yeah, it's about 1.5 inches. What am I doing? I've got a ruler right here. Yeah, it's just about 1.5 inches for those two. And then this one's a little different. So this is what happens when you do these things and you don't really measure. So this one is at the 3-inch mark. I'm going to leave that there. So that would be the one at the end here. But these two are 1 inch in. So I'm going to come back up here and score it at 1.5 inches, sorry. So we're going to come to the top here. And go right up to that 1.5 inch line. Cut the second one. So the back here, you see we're going up to just the first score line. So this is going to be this one up here. So we're going to cut this one out now. So just cut it all the way up to that 1.5 inch line. So I really didn't need to do the 3-inch line here, but we'll see. So I'm going to flip it up here a little bit, and hopefully you can see that. Just take that piece off. So it's coming along. So we got these two up here, which is going to be these two. And then now I've got to get the front. So the front is at the 3.5 inch line. So this actually flips out this way. So let's get to making it. So we're gonna put this aside. So we're gonna fold this one back. I'm not gonna use the bone folder just yet. Just kind of getting it used to this. All right, so we've got your edge there. So I need to fold this down. So what I'm actually gonna do is cut this the rest of the way down to the 3 inch mark. All right, and then we're gonna flip this one back. Okay, so let's just go over this real quickly. This is your 12 by 12. Your first score mark here, we wanted it to be 3 inches, and I left a 1/4 inch gap at that 3 inch line here. We came up here at 9 inches and scored right across. I only needed a half, and then we did a 1/2 inch up here and a 1/2 inch here, and then we left the 3 inches here. So the front cover folds in like that. The second one, which is the inside here, we're gonna fold that up and then fold just the 1/2 inch down. So we've got this here now. And then the back went the other way. So the back, I'm actually going to flatten it so it can fold. We won't need it 3 inch there. And then the top folds in this way. So I'm going to take a little bit off of here just to get this gap here, which it wasn't much, just like a small amount. But here we have it. It's just gonna fold to the other side. Yep, let's do this. So this is the way I'm gonna do it actually. Just instead of it coming this way, it's gonna go this way. It will live. So now that I have my lines there, I'm gonna use the score. I'm gonna use the this thing here and score it down the bone folder. And just press it down gently. Alright, so I've got that one here. And this one here is giving me some problems falling, so I'm going to just trim in here a little bit more on both sides. So that I can fold it properly. Okay, and then this one comes in. So we've got it. And now you just go ahead and you embellish. I do need to take some of this off here because I don't want it overlapping. So I'm going to go ahead and take off like a 1/4 of an inch. I don't know if you can see that. And you've noticed I'm not doing much measuring. But if you do need to measure, go right ahead. Sorry, this way. And then this one comes in, and then, so here we go. So I think we've got it now. Alright, so it's beginning to look like this. So let's go ahead now and get the embellishments going. So this is where my little tray comes in. So I've actually, I'm going to contrast it with this bright orange. So the first thing I want to do actually is to cut out this, because this is the biggest piece. Got them here. I think I got these at probably Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And they're just some odd shaped beads. And then I've got the little cylinders. I do want the brown one. So I believe I threaded one of these first. Okay. Come on, behave, be. So these can give you some resistance sometimes. Then I've got this, then I just put a cylinder on. It looks like a copper drum. And not that one, we'll try the other bead. Okay, so this one's a little big, but you know what? He went through. So we're going to keep it. Okay, guys, I finally got the beads to go through. So here we have it. And just a little bit of a decorative bead at the bottom there. I think we can cut this a little more. And guys, if you have stuck with me so far, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm going to have the links to all my materials down below. And please don't forget to check out my socials. I have YouTube. I'm on Facebook as well, and my Instagram page. So feel free to drop by. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you guys have sat through this entire tutorial with me, you are superheroes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to wrap this up. So it's a pretty similar job. I think we did okay. Just trying to get some of this cleared away. Some lovely ladies here. And then of course these are the other ones that I did, because I want to try different materials. This one may be a little tight. This is the vintage newspaper with those ladies on that. And then this is just the boho one. And here we have it. And everyone, thank you if you sat through until now. Thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and that it was inspirational for you. And just hit me with some comments. Let me hear what your thoughts are and your feedback. And you guys have a blessed day. Until next time. Bye.